Well, I guess it always seems like I've got some kind of an excuse. Apparently bought the wrong kind of memory card for my excuses, I've always got some. And it looks like I bought the wrong memory card for my camera, and I'm screwing up again. Darn it. Well, for the past 10 minutes I've been trying to come up with some way to start this video, but I screwed up, got the wrong memory card, and lost a bunch of footage. So I've not been posting anything, but I've made a lot of video. So let's start over. This is the right card. I think I've got it this time. This 351, you see a guy saw me tear it apart in previous videos, is going to go in this car eventually. This car here I bought for my wife. The 67 Galaxie was the first car she had, and this one is in really good shape. There is hardly any rust on it whatsoever. Quarters, rockers, everything looks really good. There is a hole in the floorboard on the driver's side. I think it's over in that corner. I don't know if you can, yeah, right there. That's going to have to be fixed. No big deal. I've got a parts car out back, 4-door parts car. That engine is going to go in here. Let's see if I can get this thing open. There we go. Now, this is a little 289. That's probably the numbers matching engine, I was told it was. But I can get a whole lot more out of that 351 in this car than I would be this 289. To get this thing to move like I'd like for it to. I mean, I'm not going to make a big fast car out of it or anything, but I would like for my wife to be able to pull out into traffic in a 4,000-pound car without having to worry about it. So I'll take this engine out, which it is very stuck. I mean, I have tried everything I can to break it loose. So I'll pull it out, eventually work on it and build it. But when I bought the car, the guy told me that he said it was knocking some, so I figure it's probably got it's either a rod knock or maybe spun a main bearing or something. I don't know, but I just don't want to spend the time going through that motor when I'd rather. I think the Windsor motor would probably be a whole lot better motor for it. So, and I'm going to this car is a manual brake car. I'm going to put power brakes on it for. It is an air-conditioned car, but I'm going to put vintage air in it, and all of that means all of that back there on the firewall will come off, because it's, you know, it's cumbersome and everything, and it'll make the engine compartment look a whole lot better. So, but anyway, that's kind of what I got planned for that. So that's going to happen. I'm going to start on this car as soon as I get done with that. So, and hopefully it's not going to be much longer getting this done. I have got to take that. I cut that out of the cab of the F250, and I'm going to put it in right there where that one's at, because this one this one looks a whole lot better. That one's just too messed up. So I'm just going to cut it out all the way on the seams and then put this one in. and then I'll be done with the cab. I got a primer around the, well, I'm going to put a little bit of Bondo in around this pan, just where I welded it, floor pan on this side, and then I'll do it like that side over there, and I'll go ahead and primer it, and then I'll do the same thing right there, and I'll be done with the cab. So this cab can come off of this frame and go over here. This Dana 60 over here, of course, is going to stay in this trip. That one's, I've got a seal leaking right there. This side's not leaking, it's dry, but I'm going to go ahead and replace them both. And I'm just going to go ahead and take the axles out of it, and I'll probably drain the rear end. And, well, I know I'll drain the rear end if I'm going to pull the axles out of it. If you can see, let's see if you can see, yeah, there. Pinion seal's leaking too, so. But this thing does not hardly have any play in it whatsoever. I mean, it's the rear end is really good. The gears feel really good in it. So, I know I have to pull the pinion out to change the seal, but anyway, that's probably what I'll do. And well, I know that's what I'm going to do because I don't want anything leaking. But while I've got everything apart, then I'm going to go ahead and replace it, all the brake components, all brand new brake components in it. So I'll take care of that. And this one over here turns. That side over there is stuck. So I think the brakes have it stuck, but no big deal. I can get that off. Just get in there and loosen them up. But I want to finish up here and then walk around over here. I finished right here. Got that done. Got this hole cut out over here. So I'll be putting that in and welding it in, and that'll take care of the bed part on the outside. Then I'll have a little hose to do on the inside. So I think I'll go ahead and measure that, cut it out, and crack on. Okay, I spared you guys all the grind and fit and grind and fit and grind and fit, but I got a really good seam there, and I'm ready to weld. Okay, YouTube family, what do you think? I think that looks pretty good. Got a little teeny hole right there. What I think I'm going to do is drill it out and put my copper plug behind it and just fill it in, because it's not that bad. But I'm going to do that right here in just a second, and then primer it, and we'll show you what we got. Stick around. Okie dokie. We're primed and we're done. Good. All done. And a little spot right there that I could have put a little filler on, but there's no holes in it, and I'm not wasting filler on it. So, looks good. Show you from the inside here. Oh, walk around, walk around, walk around, walk around. And the inside. It all turned out really, really well. I'm proud of it. Now I'll go down in that crack down through there. I'll fill that up with seam sealer. And I'm going to clean up under the bottom of the truck, and then I'll show you what I'm going to be working on. What I'm going to have to weld next. Okay. Of course, I've got to get, there's a hole right there. And I think there's one on the other side. Let's see. Yes, there is one on the other side. There's some kind of big hook mounted on there or something. I don't know. I took them off. Okay. Right here. This is called an ugly spot. So we're going to fix that. So we've got that hole right there. And we've got that hole right there. And that's probably going to be a pretty good size fix, because I'm going to go out wide with it, because it looks like, whoops, lost the picture there. It looks like I've, well, where are we at? There we are. It looks like it's pretty rotten around it, so I've got that to fix. That ain't no big deal. But I don't know. I am going to be taking the grinder to this bed, because as you can see, there's a lot of flaky rust on it, and I might grind another hole in it somewhere. I hope not. The rest of it seems to be pretty thick, but I started grinding right there, and basically all it is just little pits and hook things like that. And I just kind of done that valley right there just to see how it do. It's a lot of dust, so I'm gonna hook my shop back up to my grinder, behind my grinder, and then wire mass too. But I'm gonna go through this whole thing and grind it and make sure that there's no more holes in it or no more thin spots, and then either bed liner or lizard skin or whatever, and then I'll be done with the bed. I'll be so glad to be done with the bed. So after that, after the bed's done, then I'm going to start on the wheels, tires, brakes. And I'm just going to put new brake lines and all new brake hardware on it. And it'll eventually have a pair of brake. I'm going to have a pair of brakes on it. So I'm just going to replace all the lines and everything while it's no cab on it. It'll be a lot easier to do. So, but anyway, I'm pretty much done. I got a mess to clean up. As you can see over there, my workbench is a mess. I had trouble out of while I was cutting this piece for that piece right there that we just put in. I broke another piece on my bandsaw, so I had to fix it. So that took a couple hours, and that's why a lot of that mess is over there. I looked for a part on eBay for it too, like I did the other one. I'm hard on that bandsaw. I looked for a part on it on eBay. It's 80 bucks, $15 shipping. I'm like, ha, ain't happening. So I got it together, or I'm tore it apart. Made me a couple of pieces for it, and this is for the upper wheel, the part that holds the upper wheel. It broke. I made a couple of pieces for it, bolted it back on, got it running, good as new. It's a beauty. So, with that being said, thanks for sharing Sunday in the garage with me. Thank you for all my subscribers, Maddox, grandson, if you're watching. Hey. Everything goes okay. Maybe I won't screw this one up and I can have something to post tonight. So hopefully y'all see this tonight or tomorrow morning. Thank you and see you. Bye.